be a busy man.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25.
So here come the Patriots now on offense.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Now Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing Jones, and his throw here is incomplete.
You look at this Eagle defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I would be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Heck of a start for them here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'll keep pressing it downfield.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
On first down, Covington. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 3-yard line.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On second down now, Covington. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. 3rd down and 1. As they've got it as we resume action. On 3rd down, Covington. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Now a handoff on the middle. Covington, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And here's Matt Ariza now.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. That's good for 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight 1st half. 8-7 our score.
They go play action with Hurts.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Hurts will throw.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So two successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New England's offense set to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. .43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here's Swift.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And that is no good. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle. So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the option right, it's Jones.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half. And that trend is continuing here.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Loose inside the 30.
And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now Jones.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This a 27-yard attempt here. Blankenship's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys roll set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Second down, here's Hurts. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. B.J. Hill gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Yeah, he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone.
Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Jones throwing to start the drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Jones off the play fake.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Here we go, get set.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Jones.
Oh, wide open, complete.
one-score game again here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Cooper on the return. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Throwing is Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On first down, Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They go play action with Hurts. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a